Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and today we're going to be doing a pretty large battle here. We're going back in time to the classical era again, and this is going to be a rather big battle on a simulation map here. As you can see, I think this is the tower map or something. But as you might be able to tell from the two sides, what we've got here is we've got some Romans on the red side, obviously, and then on the blue side here we've got Celts and Gauls, all of the barbarians in here. And what we're going to be doing here is we are going to be doing a Roman siege and a Roman attack on sort of just a Gallic or a Celtic fort here. So that's the premise we're going with here. So for the Romans, we've seen the Romans quite a lot, but I have now got new mercenary units. I've made a bunch new classical era mercenary units which I'm going to be using in this battle. So I'll quickly go over them. So the main centre group of the Romans are these three, let's call them cohorts for now. These three cohorts right here. So we've got Triarii at the front here. They are a 7x3 deep of Triarii. Pretty standard for the Roman layouts that I use here. So yeah, we got a 7x3 of Triarii, along with Velites behind them, which is a 7 of Velites, and then we've got two cohorts of legionaries, which are again 7x3 with Velites at the back. So there are main groups here. And then at the front, making the first assault here, we have got some Italian Samnite mercenaries. So yeah, these guys from the Samnium region of Italy, and yeah, they've got some big shields like the legionaries. They've also got some spears as well, but they are not as armed as legionaries here. This guy's got some very wide eyes on him, but yeah, the Samnite mercenaries are not as well armoured as the true legionaries, which is why the mercenaries are being flung forwards first to weaken the Celtics, the Celtic defenders, before the legionaries and Triarii come in and help. Behind them we've got some Italian Velites, some light skirmishers who are backing up the Samnite auxiliaries, Samnite mercenaries. And then bringing up the rear here, we've got some Celtic mercenaries which have been recruited from the region to assist the Romans here, paid off with Roman coin. So we've got some just some Celtic warband and some Celtic axemen as well. So yeah, warband and axemen are in the back here, so they're a slightly wider group here. And then bringing up the rear, we have got the legate. We've also got some Praetorians as well. So we've got the Praetorian Centurion, and then we've got 6, 7, 8 Praetorians at the back here as the sort of legate's bodyguard, and they're bringing up the very rear, just behind the Barbarian mercenaries. And the Barbarian mercenaries do not have any ranged units because well, I haven't made any mercenary units for that are ranged for the Barbarians here. But yeah, they're doing that. Actually defending up here, we've got some spear throwers. We've just got some Celtic spear throwers. We've got 8 of them here, and then we've got another 5 right up here, but I don't know whether these guys are actually going to be able to attack the Romans from where they are. As it is, they might not have the range, the AI might not have the range to throw the spears down into these Romans. And yeah, so the Romans are going to be going up against the Gauls, the Celts, and this is what we've got here. We've got defending the main entrance. We have got some Germanic axemen right at the front. We've got 5 of them, followed up by 10 Celtic, just Celtic warriors, Celtic spearmen. So yeah, we've got them there, and then we've got another 5 spear throwers behind them. We've also got some druids. I haven't used druids for a while. I think I've only used them like once or twice, but yeah, these guys will assist. These guys are going to be chanting their war cries, making the Romans fear the Celts, whilst also supporting their own men. And then I'm using a Byzantine standard bearer because I don't have a Celtic standard bearer that actually makes them stay in place. I've only got ones which make them move faster for charging. So yeah, this guy is the closest I've got. He's got a round shield. He's just the closest I have to a Celtic standard bearer. And then as reinforcements behind here, we have got some more Germanic axemen. We've also got some more Celtic spearmen. We've also got some Celtic swordsmen big guys, big barbarians who have got a big old two-handed sword, and they're going to be hacking up some Romans if they can get close, plus another couple of druids as well, just to put the fear into the enemy. And then up here we have got, if the Romans manage to push through here, which I imagine they should, the axemen are going to give them a bit of problem, as will the swordsmen. The druids will also annoy them a little bit, but I reckon the Romans should be able to push through here. So as they come up both sides here, they're going to have to deal with some more Celtic spearmen who are guarding the pass here, and then we've got some mercenary warbands right here as well. So yeah, they're just a big main block here, and then the Romans are going to be distracted. Either they're going to go up here and all the way up to the top part of the fort, or more likely they're going to end up being distracted by these barbarian mercenaries that have been left here by the commander of the fort. So yeah, they're just some more barbarian axemen, some more warband, and a couple of spear throwers as well. So they're here just going to be taking it to the Romans. Let me actually remove one of them. There, get rid of you. So yeah, we got these guys who the Romans will have to deal with at some point. Obviously coming through here, they will end up throwing their might against the barbarians here, before finally going up the final two ramps. If you're wondering why there's not anyone here, it's because you can't place them there. As you can see, these bits get blocked out, so you can't actually place on them. You can only place them on the top floor and this ramp way up. So yeah, no units could be placed here, but coming all the way up top, we've got some more Germanic axemen guarding both sides up, plus some more Celtic spearmen before the Romans can finally take on the leader of the fort, which is this barbarian chieftain. Here he is. He's surrounded by some more swordsmen. He's also got some axemen around him. We've got a standard bearer to make sure that he stays up here, and then we've also got these 5 spear throwers here. And if the Romans manage to get all the way up here with sufficient number, and they're able to take down these guys, well, the fort will be theirs. As you saw by the numbers here, the Romans are outnumbered by 2 men. They do, however, have a slightly higher cost. Not sure why that is, probably from the Praetorians. But yeah, they do have a slightly higher cost, but otherwise it's relatively evenly matched. The Romans might not have such an easy time of it, even though the barbarians are coming piecemeal. The Romans are going to be fighting every step of the way to get up to the top here. There is quite a few, even though these guys are only mercenaries and are technically inferior to Triarii and legionaries, these guys are still going to prove a bit of a problem for the Romans. They're going to lose some men here. They're also going to lose some men at the front skirmish here against the druids. And yeah, they're generally just not going to have a particularly fun time. In fact, I'm going to give them 2 more druids up here. There you go. 2 more druids. So taking the cost even closer to similar. The Romans are outnumbered by 4 men now, but if you discount some of the standard bearers, then they're technically got slightly more people if you don't count the standard bearers. But yeah, so the Romans might not have an easy time of this, but we will just have to see. Here is the Roman horde as they prepare to take down the barbarians. Just look at them. Look at the Romans. But yeah, so with that, let's get into it. So here they go, the spearmen, the spear throwers are going to throw their spears. It looks like the barbarians aren't even waiting to charge out of the gate. They're going to charge straight into the mercenaries. Mercenaries are actually going flying everywhere. And the spear throwers, they made a terrible spear throw and they're all going to fall off the edge. Brilliant. So yeah, the barbarians, they do have that jump charge ability, which I completely forgot about. So actually getting them to stay there was not the best of ideas. I completely forgot that they had the ability to just charge out. They did take out a bunch of mercenaries though, and they've also taken out some of the Triarii. The legionaries are actually getting a bit stuck on the Velites back here, but otherwise they are... Oh, Triarii just got hit by one of his own men, one of his own Velite missiles. Oh, but another Velite finishes off the count that he was going up against. We've got a Samnite. Oh, we got a mercenary Samnite there who's just died. We've got a Celtic axeman, or Germanic axeman rather. So far the Celts are... well, they're holding it up for a little bit, but someone... oh, we had one of the spear throwers actually got stuck in the middle after he jumped down, probably by accident. We have got some Romans falling off the edge. Obviously, yeah, as we can see, there's a bit of a crush coming up here. Obviously, these maps are not the best. If we actually had a map creator, or indeed just the ability to port in custom maps easily, then I would just use like a hill fort or something. But as it is, we can't do that. There's a bunch of Celtic bodies here, but there's a lot of Roman casualties happening as they fall off the sides, whilst they deal with the remaining Celts that are here. Oh, got some Velite missiles going in. Got a druid here, cheering on one of his men. Oh, Centurion just takes out the guy that he was cheering for, though, so the druid's going for someone else. They've killed one of the druids, actually. Down he goes. Very good. We've got actually some of the reinforcements here are actually moving. The standard bearers are not able to keep them. I don't know how this man's staying. The standard bearers are somewhat able to keep him going, but oh, a missile from one of the Velites, I think, narrowly misses a druid who's sitting at the back for whatever reason. As for the main line here, yeah, the Romans, there's a bit of a squish going on back here. Oh, one of the spearmen just charged backwards, got the Praetorians involved who are charging, pushing the men forwards, trying to get them to go past the scrum that's happening up here. I mean, the Celts are just sort of slowly trickling in men, which is sort of working, because it is at least keeping the Romans busy, and the more Romans that are kept here busy on the edge, the more likely they are that they're going to fall off the sides. As you can see, lots of Roman casualties happening off the side here. Yeah, we've got some of the mercenary warband coming down here. In charge as a legionary. Oh, warband hacks at one of the legionaries, doesn't kill him though. And yeah, down goes some Romans. We've got one of the Roman mercenaries falling off the edge here. Oh, as he does so, he takes out one of the Celtic spearmen though. Oh, we've got some of the swordsmen actually coming in now. One guy here. Oh, one of the warband I just saw die there. Yeah, the Romans are really falling off in numbers off the side here. Oh, we've got an axeman who's actually been carried away. He's actually managed to get himself all the way over here. We've also got a shield that's rolling. One of the Celtic shields just rolling away there. Swordman charging at one of the mercenary warband. But there's also a Praetorian back here as well. Plus, we've got another 2 warband and a Triari. Actually, oh no, that's a Velite. That hasn't got his missile up. But yeah, they're charging at him. Yeah, the Roman rear lines are actually deciding to charge at this guy, which is definitely going to be helpful for the Celts, as off slides one of the Praetorians as they manage to kill off the swordsman. I have at least got that. As for the remaining guys here, there's just a couple of mercenaries holding back the Romans now for the Celts. In charges another Roman. Yeah, down goes another mercenary warband as well. Centurion's getting involved. Oh, in charges another 2 spearmen, and they instantly fly off the edge. They were so eager to get to grips with the Roman invaders that they just did not manage to stop. It looks like, yeah, they're actually starting to fall down here. The Byzantine standard bearers that I'm trying to get here to keep them steady are not working. They are indeed just throwing themselves at the Romans, who have suffered casualties, but not so much to actually the Celts themselves, mostly to falling off the edge. If there was a counter for how many Romans actually fell off the edge, that would be most of their casualties there. However, if they just manage to push in here, actually push into the main area here, then they should have an easier time of it. So yeah, where's actually the mercenaries here? The mercenaries back here are actually staying. They've actually managed to stay here, probably because they don't have the charge function of the normal Celts here. They're actually staying in place, but as for the rest of these guys, they're sort of trickling in against the Romans, which, like I say, is keeping them out front here. It is keeping them out of the main gatehouse, but it's definitely not definitely not going to be the best strategy. As the first of the Romans, yeah, they're actually managing to push forwards now. They're almost in here. We've got one of the mercenary warband here. Down goes one of the enemy mercenary warbands as well. Oh, we've got a Celtic axeman actually, taking out one of the Germanic axemen. That's a big boon to the Romans. The Germanic warband, well, Germanic axemen rather, are probably one of the best Celtic units in my faction. So, actually, them managing to take one out is useful, and it being a mercenary that took it out as well. As in charges another one, clanging against shields. Oof, axe cutting around. We've got one of the Roman mercenary warbands. Oof, trying his luck, dodges underneath the shield. We've got a couple of warband here actually holding the line. We've got 3 of them. As a Roman legionary pushes off one of the Celtic spearmen. There's actually one trapped under here, but I don't know whether he's alive. No, he's dead, he's dead. So, yeah, they're charging him. Looks like the axeman, the mercenary axeman has now killed 2 Germanic axemen, and he charges in and kills off a warband at the same time. This axeman is doing the work. We've also got the Praetorian Centurion leading the way, along with another Praetorian as well. They're actually starting to manage to push through here. The Romans have suffered a lot of casualties from falling off the edge, which, not brilliant, but they do still have the legate. The legate is still here. In flies a Velite missile. Oof, narrowly misses the warband. If that warband hadn't charged, for one of the Romans, that Velite missile would have definitely killed him. But down goes one of the legionaries there. I'm not too sure what to. I think that probably was this warband, but we just didn't see it properly. We've obviously got the druids doing their best, trying to help out this mercenary warband as much as possible, but oh, down charges a Germanic axeman and dies, I think. Yep, he just died from the impact, so great job. Oh, down comes another one. Yep, he's dead as well. Down comes a swordman, but he's still alive. Down comes another swordman. Oh no, he didn't live, nor did the these barbarians are so eager to kill the Romans that they're just jumping to their deaths, trying to get down here. Yeah, we've got the heroic axeman there, charging for one of the druids as they kill off this remaining mercenary warband, possibly. Oof! Down goes the down goes the only swordman who survived his jump. Oh, we've got another Germanic axeman coming down as well. Got a warband here, still alive, but the Praetorian Centurion charges in. Axeman from above. Axeman from above. Very majestic, but I don't think it actually did much. It looks like they've finally killed off the mercenary warband who's still alive. Yeah, they finally killed him off. In charges the Praetorian Centurion. In charges a Germanic axeman doing a cartwheel as he lands head first, but those Germans, they're tough. Oof. Yeah, the Romans are really pushing in now. Yeah, the remaining Romans are making their way in. We can just about see we have got some Roman casualties that have actually died to the skirmish that was happening on the bridge, but for the most part their casualties have come from falling off the edge. So yeah, this is the stock that we've got then of the Romans as they're charging in. They've killed both of the druids. Yep, this axeman's got himself another kill. We've got a couple of mercenary warband for the Romans here. Oh, down comes some more Germans, as well as a Celtic spearman. Yeah, all the Germans actually managed to survive their jump down, probably because they collided with some of the Romans on the way down. Oof, only to get ended by a Velite missile to the back. Oh, down comes the chieftain. Oof, now here's a good thing for the Romans. They can take out the head of the resistance right now that he's jumped down. Killed off a Praetorian as he did. Oh no, the Praetorian's still alive. He just hit him. Oh, he has become enraged, which means he is invulnerable. So the Romans have got to watch out for that. It's just a case of making sure that he can't hit many of them whilst he's enraged. Oh, kills a mercenary, but it's better that he kills the mercenaries rather than someone like the Praetorian or a Roman. Oof, I say as he manages to kill off the Praetorian Centurion. Yep, he's dropped his sword, he's dead. That's not good. Got one of the mercenary warband trying their best. Oh, they're just sort of literally swarming him. Oh, down goes one of the warband as well. Yeah, he's really gonna take his toll on the Romans here whilst he's enraged, but once he's no longer enraged, the Romans should have him. Oh, up he jumps a little bit, being knocked about by the Romans, and yeah, charges in. He's no longer enraged. He is no longer enraged. Now is the chance for the Romans to kill him. We've still got a centurion here as well, as down charges, well, or rather down falls a spear thrower. Definitely didn't mean that, I don't think, that man. But the Romans are literally falling on themselves to kill the enemy commander. As down falls a Celtic spearman, and he dies. Oh, we've got a big charge load of them down here. Let's see. They've managed to survive their jump down, these spearmen. At least some of them did. Down jumps a swordsman. Where's the enemy commander? Here he is. He's still alive. He's still holding his shield. It's just a case of the Romans having to kill him before he enrages himself again, because that would not be good, getting it twice in a row. The Romans are having a bit of problems actually killing him. Ah, here's the legate. I was wondering where the legate was, but here he is. He's trapped inside of a velite. Which is definitely not good. One of the mercenary velites. Who's going to be falling down next? It looks like the rest of the Gauls, the rest of the barbarians are actually making the proper way down. They're actually going down the proper way. Where's the enemy commander? The enemy commander's still alive, I think. Let me try and see under here. Is he? He might still be alive. There's Romans swarming him, so I'm assuming he's still alive. Yeah, hopefully one of their spears can actually get to him before his reinforcements come down here. It looks like, nope, they have managed to kill him. One of their spears did manage to get him, which means that they can finally push forwards. Yep, the velites are finally no longer making a traffic jam, and they're actually moving forwards here. We have got one guy stuck on the body of his comrades. Here's the aftermath, by the looks of it, of the actual attack here. There's not too many Roman bodies, like I said, so if we actually had a proper map which was like this that I could use instead of these simulation maps, then there would definitely be a lot less Roman bodies here. But as it is, in charges some more Gauls, sending some Romans jumping to what is likely their deaths from fall damage here. Triari. Oh no, neither of them died. Interesting. But anyway, yes, down did jump a Germanic axeman plus a spearman. Question is, can these Roman advanced units manage to take them down? Axeman colliding and dueling a Triari here, whilst the mercenary warband is taking out this spearman. Along with the Praetorian, we've also got a legionary here as well. Oh, the Gaul luckily blocks one of the velite javelins. Really throwing themselves out here. We've got one of the few remaining Celtic spear throwers here. Oh, hits the legionary, but I think he was already dead by that point. The Triari, rather. I think the Triari was already dead there. Still, he did his bit, and now he's having a sleep by the looks of it. The rest of the Roman force here, it looks like actually these are the velites. These are all of the ranged missile units actually coming up the other side. They're going for the flank. They're going out flanking manoeuvres on these Celts. The remaining, which are slowly making their way down. Although it looks like then the only remaining force here is these few guys who have actually somehow remained here, plus the mercenary stacks. The mercenary stack that's over here is all that remains of the Celtic resistance. We've got some velites here. We've got swordsman charging in, makes a nice cartwheel over, whilst a spearman is also over here. It's like the Romans are really trying to get up there, but the Gauls and the Celts just keep on throwing themselves down. Yeah, we've got the remaining spearman and Germanic axeman is actually coming down here as well. Yeah, so swordsman here taking out one of the velites, probably one of the Italic velites, as well as this Roman velite. In charge is another one. Yep, these guys' days are numbered, I should imagine. whilst the rest of the Romans are still struggling to get up the slope. Still struggling to get up the slope thanks to the random Celts that keep on jumping down to them. Like this guy is probably going to do it as well. Yeah, not too many actual Roman soldiers left here. We've still got this. Yeah, we've still got a mercenary warband here, who's got his legs trapped under some bodies. We've also obviously got this Velite as well. But as for the rest of them, most of the Roman units now are pretty beaten up, and there's still quite a few of them are just Velites, just ranged units. As the remaining Celts come down here. Yeah, here they come again. The Romans falling down once again. Oof, one of the legionaries actually died from that fall. But it looks like none of the others did. The others had a stronger constitution than that. Yeah, so the spearmen, or rather the swordsmen here, one of them's charged back here, but oh, he's taken a Velite javelin for his trouble, so yeah, he's no longer feeling that. Got one Velite trying their luck. Looks like that's going to fall short. Oh, that one narrowly misses his leg. Velites are really doing their best, really trying to nail these guys before they get down here. Now, finally, maybe the Romans will be able to make it up the slope to actually take on the remaining mercenary units of the Celts. Before taking on, well, these 4 remaining units as well, plus the two druids and the remaining random standard bearers as well. So we got the first of the Velites coming around the corner, going to lob his javelin. One of the mercenary actually italic javelins. One of the mercenary Velites is actually the one alive here, and there goes his javelin, and doesn't manage to take it. Oh, he gets saved by his Velite comrade behind, managing to block the javelin here from the Celts. Oof, another one narrowly misses, going all the way down there, not in danger of hitting anyone though, luckily. We've still got a couple of the Celts here that haven't thrown their javelins, slightly more disciplined than their other comrades. Here's our heroic axeman, but I don't think he can take on all of these mercenaries by himself. We've also got a warband as well coming up here as well, but 2 mercenaries versus this mercenary stack, I don't think it's going to bode well for them. Indeed, here he comes, valiant to the last. We shall salute him as a true Roman hero. The Velites still doing their best. We've still got these three Roman Velites here. Oh, in charge the Celtic spear throwers, and yeah, there he goes. I didn't expect him to live that, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, down he goes, and here comes the rest of the mercenaries. The Roman mercenary has actually fared rather well. In comes a javelin. The Velite misses somehow. It's just a case of, oh, axeman from behind. Sudden axeman manages to kill the italic mercenary Velite, as this Velite blocks a javelin shot, and yep, down goes the warband. Definitely wasn't helpful. The Romans still throwing themselves at these. Ooh, Praetorian nearly gets a hit. These Romans are killing themselves by really jumping here. Yet, as we saw, the Triari died there. The Praetorian's still not dead somehow, as he charged. Oh, and down falls. Oof. Down falls the spearman, but yeah, he didn't live that. The Velites are now getting carved up by the mercenaries, but they are taking a few casualties from the Velites further down here. We've also got this Praetorian who's falling back down again. Is he going to die? No, he's still alive. He's still alive. This Velite as well, he's still alive, but don't know how much longer for, because the mercenaries are going to be able to finish him off. I mean, he's doing his best, but no. Mercenary Axeman finishes him off, and yeah, the Celtic spear throwers are doing their best as well. Oh, in charges a Germanic Axeman, jumps right along. He doesn't manage to kill the Velite that he's aiming for. In goes a Celtic Celtic spear throw. Oh, the legate's getting involved though. And it looks like the remaining... Yep, the axeman's dead. No big surprise there. He did charge right into a nest of Romans. Same as these Romans as well. And the mercenaries, they charged in and, well, died, unsurprisingly. Praetorian, he's now being set upon by the mercenary horde. And, oh, one of the mercenary warband has actually fallen down. If the Romans are lucky, he might die from his fall, but let's watch him. And, yep, he did. He did. The mercenary died. And, oh, mercenary axeman, gets slashed in the face, dies to the Praetorian. We have also got the spear thrower as well, charged in. Don't know quite what he's hoping to accomplish here, but... Oh, a mercenary warband has actually come up here as well, hoping to take on these mercenaries as well. In he charges. His spear attack gets blocked. Most of the enemy spear attacks get blocked as well. Still got this Velite as well. We got one Velite backing him up on this side. Good luck to him. Mercenary going for a shield punch perhaps. Oh! Spear thrower just charged in there. And an axeman has actually died there as well. Looks like the Praetorian, he's keeping in there. He is keeping in there. Oof, narrow miss there from one of the Velite missiles. And again, narrow miss. Praetorian trying to deal with this axeman. Oh, who manages to kill him? Oh, down goes the Praetorian. R.I.P. Looks like the spear thrower. He's doing his best. He charges in, but no, doesn't manage to kill anyone there. This warband mercenary is still alive for the Romans. I'm quite surprised, if I'm perfectly honest. Going up against two warband himself, plus a couple of spear throwers. He's hanging on in there, but for how long I don't know. This Velite is trying his best to give him backup. Most of the mercenaries, I think, are sort of engaged. There's still a few of them trapped back there, but nope, the warband has managed to... Oh no, the warband's still alive. I thought that spear might have finished him off, but no. Looks like this guy, poised to do it to him. And javelin, spear, he misses. Terrible. Celts, once again, proving that they cannot aim their shots at all. Oh, another one there. Does manage to hit his shield. That's close enough. This warband, he's charging in. Oh, he's being one of the heroes here. I think some of the best Roman heroes here have actually been the mercenaries. We have that axeman and now this spear band. Well, warband rather, and he's dead though, unfortunately. But here comes a Praetorian, desperate to get involved, charges in, collides with the spear thrower along the way, and I think he died for his trouble. I think he's dead. This Praetorian. Yep, the Praetorian died. He was too eager to get involved, and the Praetorian's dead. We have got this this one mercenary axeman though for the Celts still alive, but yeah, he was surrounded by all sorts, and so he's dead. The remaining mercenaries though, they're slowly starting to come up. Plus, well, there's no one left. There's no one left for the Celts. It's just the mercenaries. Oh, Velite missile narrowly misses. Not too many people left though for the Romans. We've got a mercenary Velite down there. This is all that remains of the Roman force really. We've got a couple of legionaries back here. We've got some Velites. We've got one mercenary warband. Two mercenary warbands actually down here. Plus the legate, a Praetorian. Oh no, legate's dead. Legate's dead. So yeah, I think that's actually 3 mercenary warband plus one less of the enemies though. Oh, 2 less of the enemy warband. The Velites are taking their toll. Yeah, so we've got a Velite here, Praetorian warband, 2 more warband coming up from here, plus a legionary I saw in there. So we've got at least 1 more Roman. Here they come. The clash. Desperate to avenge the legate, this Praetorian, and the Velite. The warband, no doubt, just wanted to get paid. Oh, standard bearer's getting involved. Oof, gets killed for his trouble. Down goes the warband though. Yeah, and the Praetorian charges in, manages to stay on the platform just a little bit longer, but he's still being pushed back by weight of numbers. Oh, he's doing his best though. He's blocking those hits quite well. Here's the mercenaries. Oh, in charge as a spear thrower. I mean, he gave it a go, but he's going to die probably from falling off the edge. Let's watch him. Down he goes. And crunch. No, he's still alive. One of the velites will probably finish him off. Talking of velites, still there's one here backing up the Praetorian, who's still blocking hits as he can. Velite doing his best as well, blocking those attacks. But an axeman has come in now, and the axemen are some of the better mercenaries here. Indeed, down goes the Praetorian. It's just the Velite left up here, and this is all that remains of the effective Celtic fighting force. Will it be enough? Who knows? The Velite desperately holding back. He's got his shield out there. He's trying his best. Velite lobbing a javelin, hits his shield. Yeah, this warband is trying to get involved, this mercenary. And yeah, now these warband are actually on the loose. They are since the standard bearer died for them, they have no reason to hold back now. They can charge in as they want. So in they come, charging down the last of the Romans. It's come down to the wire, mostly thanks to a lot of the Roman force falling off the edge, which again, that's a problem with these simulation maps. Oh, spear gets blocked. Yeah, no surprise there really. In comes the mercenaries, charging down these velites. If they're lucky, the velites might be able to kill them off. But oh, the warband died, as did the Italic mercenary. That's definitely not good for the Romans. Although, no, down goes the velite as well. The warband are really getting stuck in now. Oh, down falls a Roman body, as does a mercenary warband, but he doesn't die. The Romans have got one legionary left back here, plus a warband. Oh, down goes the axeman. That's a good attack there by a velite. That's definitely something that the Romans needed there, taking out that axeman. If anything, the axemen here are definitely more dangerous than the warband, but down goes one of the velites. It's just a thin screen of velites left. Oof, legionary, the last surviving Roman melee unit, other than the mercenary warband there. Although they are outnumbered, and down he goes. Yep, that's the legionary dead. Now it's just a case of the warband killing the velites. And yeah, there they go. Oh, they're charging over here. Who's over here? Oh, a velite. There's a velite over here. Of course there is. I completely forgot about him. Just a random velite was there. Yeah, that's right. Ah, and oh no, he's still there. I thought this mercenary warband might have been able to get out of there by now, but nope, he's still stuck there. And it looks like this might actually be a victory for the Celts. Yeah, there's no way this velite's... Nope. Definitely wasn't making that out on his own. And now it's just a case of these guys. The warband finally freeing himself in mortal danger. But yeah, down he goes. And it's just this velite left. And he's going to die any second now. Yep, there he goes. So, ended as a defeat for the Romans. I wasn't expecting it, if I'm perfectly honest, but then once the battle started and the Romans started falling off the edges to their deaths, I saw it very much going in the way of the Celts. Again, that's a problem with these... That's just a problem with trying to do these sorts of battles on these sorts of maps. Because the simulation maps here are sort of the only things that we have that are defend the castle or attack the castle style maps. The pits and the void at the back, at the sides of these maps are just a hazard that we have to deal with. So yeah, unfortunately, none of the actual main Celtic force actually lived here. is important to note. The only people that remain are the mercenaries, and even then there's not too many of them left. The Romans were slightly outnumbered. The Romans did cost slightly more. They did have praetorians, but in the end, I saw about 30 or 40 Romans falling off the edge here, which was definitely not useful to the Roman cause, whereas the Celts had considerably fewer of their number falling off the edges. As we can see, there's a few Samnite mercenaries. There's quite a few Samnite mercenaries here, actually here. But as we can see, most of these bodies here are Celtic, are Celtic mercenary warband and spearmen and a couple of axemen. Yeah, there's considerably less Roman force bodies actually on the slope here. So if this was a normal tabs map and there weren't these massive pits of death and void at either side, the Romans would definitely have had this in the bag, I reckon. But unfortunately, tabs does have its limitations, and in this case, the map here was the limitation. But even so, the Romans did give it a good go. All things considered, they did rather well, considering the amount of Celtic units that remain. There's 2 spear throwers. We've got the 2 druids up here. Yeah, here they are, the 2 druids. We've also obviously got this standard bearer as well. And then as for the rest of them, that's 4, 5 mercenary warband left out of all of the Celtic force, considering the amount of Romans that fell off the edge. Again, I have to say, if the Romans didn't lose so many men to the void, they would definitely have had this in the bag. But as it is, that's how tab goes. You will get these upsets and these strange, wacky battle results. But yeah, there you go. I will thank you all for watching, and goodbye.